This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
Hey, what up, though? Welcome to another episode of NEMT Coach's Corner, and we're going to do a video today on how to start your NEMT business in Ohio, Cleveland, Toledo, Columbus. You know what I'm saying? What up, though? We're going to take you through the steps on how you can start your transportation business in Ohio. And without further ado, look, we are starting our video today. We're going to start it off right. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of NEMT Coach's Corner, and we're going to teach you how to start your business, transportation business in the state of Ohio. Step number one, first thing that you need to do when you get started in this business is what we tell you all the time is, and when you want to do anything in life, what's the first thing you need to do? Research. So do your market research. What I mean by market research, there's certain things that are required in the state of Ohio that may not be required in the state of Michigan, where I'm at, or Virginia or Texas or any of those type of places, right? So you want to know what the licensing and certifications that you may need, such as CPR certification or the past assistant training, passenger assistant safety sensitivity training. Okay. The application fee. Is there an application fee in your state? Type of clients that you want to service, type of vehicle insurance that you're going to need. All those things are important when you start any type of business, especially the non-emergency medical transportation business. If anybody's seen the video, Pusha T just had a video on the EYL network, and he was talking about businesses. They were asking him questions about different businesses that he had. And one of the things that he brought up was he started a medical transportation business, which is pretty dope. You know, I'm talking about for a rapper to get up in this industry and bring some more notoriety, I guess, to the industry. Shout out to everybody that puts down the information to help people get started in this business. And it's a beautiful thing. So let's move on to the video. We'll talk about that maybe on another segment, but you can watch that video on our channel. Step number two is come up with a business name. Catchy, something real catchy, short, straight to the point though. Get you there and back transportation, which is us. That's something that, something sweet, straight to the point, and it's catchy. You know what I'm talking about? So create your name. It doesn't matter what it is. But make sure it is available. So go to your local, I believe, Secretary of State to make sure that name is available. And if so, then you register that name. Next, we're gonna do after you come up with your name, you want to get your employee identification number. This number is free, so don't believe none of the hype that's on the internet. If they tell you it's $100, $199, it doesn't cost anything. Go over to irs.gov Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can get your EIN number for free. It's it takes you about 10 minutes to fill out the application. They're going to ask you if you start a new business, what type of business it is, the address, all the information pertaining to you and that particular business. It takes about 10 minutes and it's free. So head over again to irs.gov, get your EIN number, this is going to be important because when you set up this EIN number, it gives the IRS tax codes on how you're going to pay your taxes for your particular industry. So this is what it's for, and it's also for you when you start, business bank accounts and setting up business credit. So that's important. It's this 9-digit number. Next, after that, we want to choose a business entity. Several business entities out there, such as sole proprietorship, LLC, whether it's an S corp, C corp, or disregarded entity, meaning a single member. Then there's a partnership. Also, there's corporations, estates, and trusts. You know what I'm saying? Those are the different business entities that you can set up. So if you need help with that, I would suggest you going to a CPA or anybody in that field that can help you determine what type of business entity that you're going to need. But in most cases, people just start with LLC. So there you go. Set up your LLC at the Secretary of State's website. You can use LegalZoom and all the rest of them, ink file or whatever the case may be, what it costs, when you can just do this stuff yourself. Okay, next, after that, we want to get vehicle insurance, okay? Vehicle insurance is two different types of vehicle insurance that you're gonna need. I'm going to give you a bonus one that you might need. In most states, you don't need it. But first thing is commercial auto insurance. You can get that from Progressive, Byberg, also I believe any Nemt Auto, or if you can't find anybody that does commercial auto insurance, you can reach out to an insurance broker. Google insurance brokers in the state of Ohio, and they'll come up with a broker. And these brokers, their main job is to find you the best rate for your company. That's the easiest way to explain it. You get the best rates for your company, and yeah, just to talk to you, you know what I'm saying? Just talk to a insurance broker for your insurance. And then there's general liability insurance. So you're going to need commercial auto insurance and general liability insurance. The bonus one that I was talking about is probably bond insurance. So if you've ever been arrested, or you know somebody's been arrested, there's a bond, or just some type of monetary value that you got to put up in case something happens. So in the case of, you know what I'm saying, somebody being arrested, if you don't go back to court, you lose that bond. So in this particular case that I'm talking about, there's bond insurance, usually like $1 million policy. Most people ain't got that $1 million, but so it's 10% of that. And, you know, 10% of $1 million is a $100,000 bond that you may have to put up. Hopefully not, because in most states you don't, but I'm just throwing it out there just so you know. You know what I'm saying? You might be in one of those states, even though this particular video is for Ohio, which don't require bond insurance, but anybody else from a different state that may be watching this video can get that information. So after you get your vehicle insurance, next thing you want to do is you want to get your national provider identifier number. This is a number similar to your EIN number. So it's basically a 9 or 10 digit number for the healthcare industry. So you can provide transportation service for Medicaid patients, Medicare, or anybody in the medical field. You have to get your NPI number. If you are in a broker state, something that we'll talk about later in the video, if you're working with brokers, then you have to get your NPI number, okay? So what you need to worry about or what you need to be concerned about when learning or what to do when you're filling out the application in Ohio is, there's 3 pages. But the first thing when you're starting, they're gonna ask you, check the box if you're an individual or organization. So in this particular video, where everybody that's starting a transportation company is an organization. You're not an individual, you're not a doctor, you're not a medical practitioner, nurse practitioner, you're not a LPN or anybody that's in the medical, that provide, one-on-one service. You're not a doctor or anything like that. You are an organization, so you want to check organization for the whole application. And other pages, they're going to ask you what type of business this is, hours of operation, type of vehicle that you are using, how many vehicles you have, pertinent information to your business address, and so you're going to fill out that. On page 5, I believe it is, they're going to ask you for a taxonomy code. Taxonomy code for the Nemt industry is 343900000X. So it's 5 zeros in there. So again, that taxonomy code that you're going to put on that particular application is 343900000X, and that's the taxonomy code that you're going to use. And that'll be it. Now, usually you used to get your application back in about a few hours. You know what I'm talking about? So those days are long gone. Now it takes about 7 to 10 business days. So you get your NPI number back about 10 business days, 7 to 10 business days. And then we're going to move on. After you get your NPI number, fill out the application and everything, we're going to go on to get your CPR certification. If you watch any of my videos, TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, just know that I will not hire a driver or have anybody, doing any type of provide medical services if you don't have medical training. And CPR training is imperative in this particular industry because you're going to be dealing with some people that are elderly or people that's disabled, and they may need your service. So hiring a driver or you yourself needs CPR training. You can go to redcross.org. It costs about $90 for the particular training. I would do it in person. You can do it online, however you want to do it. But me personally, I would say go in person. Like I said, it's about $90 to do that training. CPR certification is going to be needed if you're going to be working with brokers. Like I said, we could talk about brokers later on in the video, but I just want to give you that heads up. And after that, we're going to go to the next step, which is your PASS certification, Passenger Assistant Safety Sensitivity Training. And this is where you learn about sexual assault, dealing with that type of situation, if you have to deal with that type of situation, defensive driver training, and seat securement, meaning you're securing your passengers inside the vehicle. Those are some of the things that you will learn in that particular training or that course of Passenger Assistant PASS certification. You're going to need that when you're working with brokers, Medicaid, and medical facilities. After we get our CPR certification, we're going to choose our client. What type of clients do you want to deal with? Now, there's all different types. You can deal with dialysis patients where you're dropping these people off and they have like a 4-hour appointment. And so you can do, however many appointments you can do in between that 4 hours, right? Or you can move on and, I would say ambulatory, physical therapy, wheelchair clients, if you have a wheelchair accessible vehicle, that's just more money for you. So the different and more services that you offer, the more money that you can make in this business. But don't get caught up on the money. One thing we want to do is we want to make a difference in our community. You gotta love what you do as far as this goes. Some people might be in it for the money. It's a good paying industry. Just let you know that you can make $10,000, $20,000 a month in this particular industry. I don't want to gaslight this particular industry, but it's pretty lucrative once you get the ball rolling in your business. Okay, so choosing your client, that would be the next thing I'm going to tell you to do. Next, we're going to talk about vehicle insurance already. Rates. Get questions about this all the time. What do I charge people? You know what I'm talking about? There's no concrete way of charging rates, but one of the formulas that you can use is you can contact other NEMT companies in your particular area, right? And you can see, say for instance, you have an auntie that needs. This is a scenario that's gonna come up in your head, right? You have an auntie or uncle or grandmother that needs to be, taken to an appointment. That's basically like 14 miles away. We're gonna make it even number, 15 miles away from your location. Okay, and so they're gonna give you our base rate is $40, and it's $3 for mileage. Anything after 5 miles, we charge $5. So then they give you a totality for that total trip, and you add that up. So $40, that's a round trip. So it's one way. $40 one way for the $40 back. That's $80. Plus your $3 mileage, if anything after 5 miles. Your first 5 miles is free, right? So that'd be 10 miles times $3, that'd be $30 on top of that trip. Okay? Both ways. So that's how you can come up with a rate. Another way you can come up with your rate is just come up, what do I want to get paid, just to, start my vehicle. When you're dealing with brokers, majority of the time, brokers have a set rate where, they only pay you this certain amount. Or you can be, I would say, a shrewd business person, and you go in there and negotiate some rates. I heard, plenty of people come out of there, instead of getting, $30, $25, $30, they come out of there with $40. It's all about, you going in there and using that to get the gap to negotiate how much you want to be paid. Okay, so there's different ways of coming up with rates. If you need more, if you want more, concrete information, we have some resources on our website, www.thehomeschoolDad.com, and we have resources, templates, and things on there that you can grab, especially for learning how to create your rates. But I wouldn't pay for that. I would just try to come up with a formula myself, meaning you as the NEMT owner, because you know how much you're going to be paid, and you know the cost of living in your area. Where I'm at, in Michigan, it's like $3.25 right now, or 24 cents. for gas right now. So we would equate that based off of how much we paying for gas up here. We're going to implement that in our business model. So that's how you can come up with rates. After that, you want to partner with brokers. Okay, there's brokers. There's broker states, what we call broker states: Ohio, Nevada, California, Arizona, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, Tennessee, Virginia, New York, Jersey, Wisconsin. Those are broker states. And there's several more. We have a video on our channel that you can go watch as far as what state is a broker state, and it would tell you, what you need to know as far as that go. But those examples that I gave you, those are broker states, okay? And then there's brokers that you have to partner with, companies that you have to partner with in order for you to get, deal with Medicaid or insurance companies, right? So the brokers are VO, VEYO. Those are just, I'm just gonna name a couple that I know offhand: Access to Care, MediRoute, Southeast Trans, Modivcare, Care. So those are some brokers that you can partner with if they're in your state, okay? The application is about maybe 2 pages. They're going to ask you information pertaining to your business: who's the contact person, what's their name, if they have if you have a fax number, hours of operation, type of vehicle that you own, how many vehicles that you own, the type of business that you have. Are you providing ambulatory services? Are you providing gurney, wheelchair? Those are the questions that they're going to ask you in the application. Pretty so, straight to the point. Fill out that application. And after that, we're going to go to with the application fee. Okay, what's the application fee? Application fee ranges, so we got to pay to play in this particular industry, just like any other business. If you want to be a barber, if you have a oil change place, everybody has an application fee, to do business in your particular state. And we got to do the same thing. And it starts off maybe like $500 all the way up to $800. I know New York is $688. I believe North Carolina is like $585. I believe like Jersey is like $525. No, I'm sorry about that. Jersey not $525. They're like $625, somewhere around there. But you get the point. This is the reason why I was talking about in the beginning of the video that you're going to do your market research. And by now, at this step, you should already know how much it costs. All you're ready to do is just submit your money order to the company or check, whatever you want to pay for it, and pay for your application fee. Here's a bonus: you want to get your vehicle inspected. You don't have to. Some states may require you to, but it costs like $25 to get your vehicle inspected. Just make sure you have a decent running vehicle. And I get this question a lot as well. What type of vehicle can I use? You can use any type of vehicle that you want to, as long as it's a decent running car. And that can be a Ford Taurus, that can be a Chrysler 300, that can be a Honda Accord, that can be some states don't allow you to use SUVs, such as Cadillac trucks and Excursions and Ford Expeditions, anything that's too high off the ground, because there's elderly people cannot step up in those type of vehicles because it's too high off the ground. So there's some type of requirements. That's another reason why I say do your research, because you don't want to be trying to use a vehicle that they're not allowed to use in this particular industry. Okay. I think that basically covers everything as far as Ohio go. I want to make sure that I set you up with the correct information. Oh yeah, another thing I want to talk about. All my comrades out there that have felonies, I get this question as well. If you have a felony, don't let this discourage you. Me, I came out of the joint in 2015. I started working my sister, my homeboy's sister, got me a job at a Nemt company in Dearborn, Michigan. I started this in 2018 and drove for 2 years. What was it, 18? No, it's 2017. drove for 2 years for that company. Learned a lot. If you don't know that story, like I said, that video is on here as well. So how I got into this business and then end up taking the information that I learned from Mo. Shout out to you, Mo, for giving me the game on how to start this particular business. And I was off and running from there. So if you have a felony, don't get discouraged. You can't start this business. Just like Pusha T. If you've seen the video that he dropped on EYL Network talking about he started a medical transportation business, it's doable. You know what I'm talking about? One thing you cannot have is a DUI. Another thing that you cannot have is financial crimes such as embezzling or credit card fraud, check fraud, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Anything to do with financial, especially when we're dealing with Medicaid. You know what I'm saying? It's out the box. A way around that is, a way that you can get around this is either you partner up with somebody like Pusha T did with his homeboy, or get your record expunged. I have a video on my channel on how to expunge your record, your criminal record. Go watch that video and, you know what I'm saying, get you or your loved one, whoever needs to, or wants to get into this business and have, you know what I'm saying, something to hold them back, or they feel that's holding them back. Don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying. There's ways that you can, succeed in this business, even if you have a criminal past. So, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Peace, love, and light. Thank you for rocking with me today on NEMT Coach's Corner, how to start your NEMT business in Ohio. Until the next one. Oh yeah, ebook is dropping. Ebook is dropping Black Friday 2.0. And what comes on along, the steps on how to get started in this business, all the resources that we have. We're also comes along with that ebook is our policies and procedures template. It's like 50 pages, and our cold calling scripts, and our broker manual teaches you, shares with you what states our broker states, and the type of brokers. There's 4 different type of brokers that are they have power in the broker industry. So go over to www.thehomeschoolDad.com and you can get that. Go ahead and get that ebook. It's dropping, like I said, on Black Friday. You don't want to miss that. Pre-order your copies now. If you need consultation, we're here. We're here to help you. If you want to get into this industry, like I said, this is it's an up-and-coming industry, and Pusha T, salute to that guy. You know what I'm saying? He did a good job of, I guess, putting a little light on the industry and sharing with people. You know what I'm saying? Something that can that ordinary people like you and me can start. You know what I'm talking about? Peace, love, and light. To the next one. Salute.